It's finally happened to Bull FC are leading the charge now over in the Vanarama National League as they pick up all 3 points, and of course their nearest and dearest Chesterfield stuttered over the line. And of course, what's going to happen this midweek? We're going to take a look at all of it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. Today we look forward to match number 12 in this year's Vanarama National League, and we'll get to that in just a second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe and bang today. All things National League related, Papa Rose related, World Cup related later this year. That's right, of course. Wrexham now 2 points clear of Notts County, of course, and Chesterfield, and of course the chasing pack ain't far too away either, of course. But who will take full advantage this coming weekend? We're going to take, actually midweek. We'll take a look at all of it in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. But anyway, let's get in the old deep end and have a little look at what we're talking about. That's right, we are talking about the Vanarama National League, and it's coming at you right here, right now. Then, of course, here are the games that took place this past weekend, and of course, some upsets, some surprises, and all that kind of jazz. So here we go. Aldershot 2-1 loss there to Wealdstone. Big win for Wealdstone, keeping them in the mix there in 8th. Of course, one of my tips to go down. Meanwhile, Boreham would fire. Sorry, what am I looking at here? What am I looking at here? Okay, it's a little bit wonky here, so let's correct that there. So Dorking, I went with a 1-0 win over Dagenham. It was a 5-1 in the end. Where the heck's Bournemouth? Bournemouth's all the way at the bottom there. So Barnet, 5-0 loss to York City. Goodness gracious me, I went with a draw there. Chesterfield, I went with a win, but of course they lost to Maidenhead, so that's a surprise, surprise. Gateshead picked up a draw against Eastleigh. I went with a 2-1 win. Halifax Town, goodness gracious me, what's gone wrong with that season? 4-0 loss there. Woking picking up the W. I went with a draw. Notts County 3-1 winners of Altrincham. I went with a 3-0. Oldham did lose to Wrexham, but only I got one bang on the nose. 2-1. It was a last-minute.com winner there for Wrexham as they go top of the table. Meanwhile, Solihull Moors 2-2 draw against Bromley. I went with a 2-0. Southend got up and ran at long last with a 1-1 over Yeovil. 2-1 win for me. Torquay drew with Scunthorpe United. Called that one as well. And Boreham did in fact beat Maidstone. I went with a 2-0 win, as you can see at the top of the shop right here. But anyway, that's the result. So as you can see, the table looks like this, with Wrexham, of course, leading the charge, 26 points on the board. Notts County and Chesterfield both on 24 points, and either one of those three sides could actually be leading the charge come Wednesday morning. Meanwhile, Boreham, Bromley, Solihull and Woking make up the power 7 there in the playoffs. Scunthorpe United, Torquay, Altrincham and Halifax Town all going down, but a very, very tight-looking bottom end of the table there, where any one of those bottom teams, Halifax, could go as high as 16th with wins and results going their way. Recap, of course, the results. These are pre this weekend results. Of course, I didn't get to do this. Alex Weller won the predictor of the month, so he is now in the mix with Shane O'Donnell after winning the month of September. But we are now jumping into the month of October, and of course, kicking ass and taking names is Alex Weller, Jimmy Watt and Shepherd, and Shane O'Donnell, all picking up 6 points this past weekend. So well done to you guys. Give them a round of bloody applause, of course. But the overall tally from, of course, the start of the season to now looks like this. Shane O'Donnell 60 points, Weller's up there, and Jimmy Watt, and of course, Coleman's in there. Russell Frost. It is, of course, a very, very packed, stacked looking top 5 there, but of course a lot of points still on the offer, of course, including ones this coming Monday or Tuesday, should we say. If you want to get involved, use the link here, Cut Fortress Non-League. It is 100% free, so get in there and of course enjoy the bloody ride. So let's get into deep end then, shall we? Of course, looking forward to the next round of games, kicking it all off this coming Tuesday. We're going to start with Aldershot coming at you up against Eastleigh. Now these two sides have played each other 17 times since 2014. We got 3 wins at Aldershot, 9 wins at Eastleigh, 5 draws, of course. Aldershot, they're winning twice in the last 33% form for them right now up against the Eastleigh side, also on 33% form for them. Just 1 defeat plus 4, drawing a couple of games in the mix. So last time around over in Aldershot, it was a 2-0 win for Eastleigh. That was back in April 2022. Eastleigh picked up a draw against Gateshead, and of course Aldershot did lose to Wealdstone this past weekend. The odds, though, we've got basic odds here. Odds go in favour of Eastleigh. They are favoured to win this game. So if you go for a wee gamble on that one, I would go for Eastleigh. They are backing the goods. But for me, I'm going right down the middle. 1-1 a piece, point a piece as well. So yeah, 1-1 for me coming at you this coming Tuesday. Meanwhile, Boreham up against Bromley in the Battle of the Bees. That's right, coming at you on the 4th of October. 25 times they've played just 2010. There's 10 wins for Bromley, 6 wins for Boreham, and we've got 9 draws. Of course, Boreham, though, unbeaten in the last 8 games. Of course, 83% form over the last 6, winning 4 and drawing a couple. Meanwhile, Bromley just 1 defeat past 5, 58% form over the last 6 as well. Last time around, though, over in Boreham, it was a 2-0 win for the hosts. That was back in April 2022. Boreham unbeaten against Bromley. over the last 4 games, picking up a couple of wins and a couple of draws. Meanwhile, Boreham with a 3-1 win over Maidstone. Bromley with a 2-2 draw at Solihull Moors. Big result that was, but the bookies are backing Boreham here. They're favoured to win this game, of course, with Bromley coming at you in 5th and Boreham coming at you in 4th. It could be a very, very spicy encounter indeed, but I am backing Boreham as well. Just a narrow win, 2-1 win for them, 3 points in the bag, and up the ladder they go. Meanwhile, kicking on forward, it is Dorking up against Yeovil, of course, coming at you as well. Tuesday, plays at the 0 times, good in my eyes. Dorking coming at you in 10th, Yeovil coming at you in 19th. Dorking, they're winning 3 and losing 3 of the last 6. However, 3 wins the last 4, 50% form for them, up against the Yeovil side, who haven't won the last 6. However, drawing 4 of the last 6, 33% form for them right now. Southend did pick up a win over Yeovil last time around. Of course, Dorking with a big 5-1 demolition job of Dagenham. Of course, they've scored 8 goals in the last 2 home games combined. But of course, coming out to the bookies' favour, but Dorking on this one. So back them if you will. And as that, I am going with them as well. 2-0 win for Dorking, 3 points in the bag, and again, moving up the ladder, they want to go. Barnet up against Maidstone. Let's take a long hard look at this one then. Coming at you over in Barnet. Now, these two sides, according to my eyes, played each other 3 times in 2017. 2 was for Maidstone, 1 for Barnet, no draws. Of course, Barnet, though, without a win in 5, 25% form for them right now. Up against the Maidstone side, also without a win in 5, 25% form for them as well. Moving forward, last time played each other in Maidstone. Scrap that. In Barnet, it was a 2-0 win for Maidstone. That was back in November 2018. That was in the National League. However, Maidstone comes on the back of the losses to Chesterfield and Boreham in a quick succession. Meanwhile, Barnet with a 5-0 drubbing by York, so they've actually conceded 10 goals in the last 2 games combined. The bookies favour only just Barnet on this one to take the victory. I am backing Barnet as well with a 1-0 win for them at home. 3 points in the bag, and let's see where they end up in the table on this one. Chesterfield up against Dagenham, of course, need to bounce back and bounce back fast. Played to the 17 times, 2007, 6 wins for Chesterfield, 3 for Dagenham, and 8 draws. Of course, Chesterfield, though, just 1 win in 3, 75% form for them over the last 6. Because the Dagenham side who won 3, lost 3 over the last 6. That's 50% form for them moving forward, of course. Last round at Chesterfield was a 2-0 win for Chesterfield. In fact, Chesterfield unbeaten against Dagenham over the last 6, picking up 3 wins and 3 draws as well. Dagenham, though, did pick up a 5-1 win over, actually 5-1 loss to Dorking. A bit of a pasting it was. They've actually been in games that have involved, what are we looking at here? At least 5 goals a game over the last 6 encounters. Good gracious me. 5 goals scored, or 5 goals between the 2 sides in the last 2 games. Goodness gracious me. So if you want a goal fest, this is the place to be. As for Chesterfield, though, coming in, it is on the back of the 2-1 loss against Maidenhead. The bookies on this one fancy Chesterfield on here. They are strong favoured on this one, and they need to bounce back and bounce back fast. I'm going to give them a 2-1 win for Chesterfield for me, 3 points in the bag. And again, at this instance, they would go top of the table, but we'll see what goes on with the rest of the pack as well. Kicking off forward, it is Gateshead. They're locking horns with Altrincham, coming at you over in Gateshead in the North Eastleigh. Played the 13 times, 2009, 8 wins for Gateshead, 2 wins for Altrincham, and we've got 3 draws. Of course, Gateshead 1-2, lost 2, and drawn 2 over the last 6. Just 1 defeat past 5, 50% form though over the last 6, 28% form, 25% form for Altrincham right now. Just 1 win in 6 for them coming at you. Last time around over in Gateshead, it was a 2-2 draw. That was in the FA Cup back in November 2021. Last time played in the league was in the National League North back in January 2020. It was a 2-0 win for Gateshead. Gateshead unbeaten against Altrincham over the last 3, picking up a couple of wins and a draw. Altrincham, though, 3-1 loss against Notts County. Gateshead with a 1-1 draw against Eastleigh. The bookies fancy Gateshead at home on this one. Of course they do. It's silly not to. Back in Gateshead here with a 1-0 win. It's a long way to go for a lot of these sides to go up to Gateshead. Moving forward is Halifax Town, who are absolutely shite this season, up against York, who are doing A-OK in 9th spot right now. Halifax down into 24th. Halifax, though, losing 3 in the bats, 42% form for them. Up against the York side, just 1 defeat in the past 6, 67% form moving forward. Last round, though, over in Halifax in professional capacity or in competitive action. A 2-2 draw it was back in February 2008. That was in the National League. It's been a long, long time, folks. York, though, with a 5-0 win over Barnet heading into this. Of course, Halifax with a 4-0 drubbing by Woking. Of course, back-to-back games now without a goal. Just scored 1 goal in the last 3 games has Halifax. Halifax, though, are favoured to win this game against York. For me, I don't know. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw, point apiece, point split right down the middle. Who do you think is going to be happy? I think it is York. Meanwhile, we have a zinger chicken dinner. It is first place Wrexham up against second place Notts County over in Notts County. They played the 15 times out of the 3, 8 wins for Notts County, 4 wins for Wrexham. Got 3 draws, of course. Notts County, 83% form for them right now, winning 5 of the last 6, 92% 22% form for Wrexham, winning 5 of the last 6 as well. Last time around, though, over in Notts County, it was a 3-1 in the league. It was a 3-1 win for Notts County. That's back in January 2022. They also played each other in Notts County in the FA Trophy back in March. It was a 2-1 win for Wrexham, of course. So Wrexham just 1 win in 6 over Notts County, and that was the most recent event. Meanwhile, Notts County with a 3-1 win over Altrincham, of course. Wrexham with a 2-1 win over Oldham at Oldham. But the odds, it's very, very tight. It's even split across the bookies on this one. I am backing, though, a 3-2 win for Notts County on this one. I don't usually back against Wrexham, but I think Notts County will be too good at home. And of course, they might even go top of the table with the victory here. We'll see very, very soon. Oldham up against Scunthorpe United. Of course, this game last season was in the EFL, but not this time. Played each other 27 times, 2003. 9 wins for Oldham, 11 wins for Scunthorpe. We've got 7 draws. Just 1 win and 6 for Oldham right now. 25% form up against the Scunthorpe side. Unbeaten the last 4. 42% form. Have they turned over a new leaf? Last time around, over in Oldham was a 3-1 win for Scunthorpe. That was back in December 2021. It was actually on Boxing Day. Scunthorpe low with a 1-1 draw against Torquay. And we got Wrexham with a 2-1 win over Oldham last time around. So, yeah, results not going in favour of Oldham recently, but the bookies are still back and they are favoured to win this game. And I'm also going to go with Oldham here. 2-1 win for them. They're not doing great. Where are they? They're actually in 17th. With Scunthorpe in 21st spot. So 2-1 win for me for Oldham. 3 points in the bag and away they go. Meanwhile, we've got Solihull up against Wealdstone. Of course, Solihull doing pretty good. Into 6th spot up against the Wealdstone side, doing pretty good for themselves. 8th spot, of course. Played the 4 times in 2021. 3 wins for Solihull, 1 draw, and nothing for Wealdstone. Of course, Solihull 1-2 lost 2 and draw 2 over the last 6. Meanwhile, Wealdstone also 50% form. 1-1 lost 1 and drawn 4 over the last 6 games. Last time around, though, in Solihull, it was a 2-1 win for the hosts. That's back in 22nd of the 2nd, 2022. Wealdstone pick up a 2-1 win over Aldershot. Solihull with a 2-2 draw over Bromley. But the bookies, they do fancy the hosts here, Solihull, and I fancy them as well. Going to go with a 1-0 win for Solihull. That potentially could shoot them up to as high as 4th in the table, depending on what goes on elsewhere. Meanwhile, over at Roots Hall, it's Southend United up against Woking coming at you. Let's take a long eye look at this one. Played each other twice. Of course, a 1 win apiece. Southend competitors unbeaten the last 3, 58% form over the last 6. Woking, though, just 1 defeat past 6, 75% form for them, all in all. Meanwhile, last time around at Roots Hall, it was a 2-0 win for Woking. That's back in November 2021. Southend, though, back-to-back clean sheets. In fact, 3 clean sheets on the spin for them up against the Woking side. Also on back-to-back clean sheets, scoring 6 goals without return over the last couple of games. Meanwhile, the bookies on this one, quite tight on this one, but they go in favour of Southend on this. I think I've gone with a 1-1 draw. Yeah, point split right down the middle. What do you think about that? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know down below. Kicking off forward to the final one. It is Torquay up against Maidenhead, coming at you at the Southwest. Played to the 7 times, 2017. 4 wins for Torquay, 2 for Maidenhead, and 1 draw. Torquay, though, just 1 win in 6, 33% form for them right now. Up against Maidenhead side, we're looking at 2 wins, 2 defeats in the last 4 games, 42% form over the last 6. Last time, though, in Torquay, it was a 1-1 draw. That was back in March, scrap that, April 2022. 1-1 it was. Meanwhile, Torquay picking up a 1-1 draw against Scunthorpe, and Maidenhead with a 2-1 win over Chesterfield. The odds go in favour of Torquay. The bookies fancy them, the host on this one. I'm also backing Torquay. Another long way to go down the southwest of England. So 1-0 win for me. And if I'm right, this is what the table will look like. It'll be a completely new name at the top of the table. It will actually be Notts County up there with Chesterfield in 2nd spot, and then Wrexham down into 3rd in the table. We'll then have Boreham just a point adrift, and then going down we have Altrincham, Halifax, Scunthorpe United, and Yeovil Town. That's of course my take on it, guys. My hot take. This is of course the link if you want to get involved, and of course don't forget to smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe, smash the little bell as well. We'll see you soon, of course, for the next games. Of course, double match week again in Vanarama National League. We'll see you soon. Until then, guys and girls, we're out of here.